The thing with The Walking Dead, if you're gonna go on for like 15 billion seasons, you need to explain where the zombies came from. Like, I know that's like not the point, because it's like you're focusing more on the survival aspect and it's like terrifying mystery. But no, 15 seasons, I think we should know. January 7th, 9:48 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1.
Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh?
Huh. Nobody saw the other guy, huh? I can give her that voice. But he was there when I took his coffee over, sir. Scout's honor.
Maggie!
There we go.
Ah, Detective Gumshoe.
Are you doing alright? How are you feeling? Eh?
As if you need to ask either question, sir.
I'm Maggie Bird.
Ooh, that works.
Don't let him get you down, Maggie. And don't forget to eat well, okay?
Roger.
And you!
Yeah?
You better square this case away, got it, pal? Maddie's innocent, you hear?
Gumshoe, this is my 3rd trial of the game. Obviously, it's gonna be more than one trial.
If you screw up, then I'll stab you in the dick! Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest, see?
I think he's serious.
Hey, Detective, you're on our side for once, right?
Yep.
So you'll be able to help Maggie out, right?
Really? Can you, sir?
Of course. I've got the situation under control here, see? I'm gonna be the first witness on the stand today. If something I say doesn't match with the facts, make sure you point it out, alright?
Sure.
Okay, we're forming a united front today, pal. You get me? Heh.
Is that how you spell grateful? Oh, yes, it is. I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, Detective. Marry me. I know I can count on you.
Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh?
I can only wish. January 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Bitter, I say bitter. Good old-fashioned murder.
There we go.
Bitter, I say bitter.
No, that's going to be too similar to the judge.
Court is now in session for a good old-fashioned murder.
Yeah, no, that's too similar.
Bitter, I say bitter. Mr. Rice.
Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong?
Nothing, it's just that whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was, "Who's talking to me?" It was a little, well, intimidating.
No, that wasn't me. That was the phonics.
I see. So our trusty Phoenix Rice is back with us now, is he?
Our trusty?
So, Mr. Godot, your opening statement, please.
Mr. Trott, whether you're fake or the real deal, we will find out soon enough through this trial. I say through this trial today.
I wonder if that's fine. But I can already tell you I'm the real Phoenix Wright.
I wasn't questioning whether you are Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. But Tish. That's what I say that's what I intend to find out.
There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or other.
As everyone is aware, this court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial, nor will I stand for a simple repetition of the evidence presented at the last trial.
I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said. Trust me, mostly because I don't know what it was.
Now then, Mr. Godot, please summon your first witness.
He really wants to undermine Phoenix's credibility, doesn't he? Yep. I mean, pretty sure the last two also did that.
Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation.
Witness, state your name for the court.
Huh? Oh, sorry, sir. The name is Police Department Detective. Occupation, Dick Gumshoe, see?
Well done, Gumshoe. Objection?
Other way round, detective.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case.
I'm giving him the southern accent.
Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday, sir.
Since yesterday? Since yesterday?
Yeah. The guy who was on the initial investigation is tied up with another case now, see?
I hope Gumshoe's really got everything under control for everyone's sake.
I see. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case?
Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn Elg. He was a professional programmer. I had to stop myself from saying Idris Elba, see? He was on the payroll of Blue Screens Incorporated, a local company. This is the victim's autopsy report.
Shouldn't we have had that at the beginning?
The court accepts this into evidence.
Died of cyanide poisoning, and the time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30.
And here are the floor plans of the restaurant, see? When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the really, really hot waitress.
The waitress being the accused.
Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of his coffee, so I'm not entirely sure why there's an hour discrepancy in the autopsy report. At the time of the incident, there were 2 other people in the restaurant. Mr. Gene Armstrong, the owner and chef, and a regular by the name of Mr. Victor Kudo, see?
It sure seems to be a very straightforward case to me.
Blueprints of the crime scene, X equals victim seat. Okay.
Come, detective. Take up this take up this hammer. And nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands. Nail coffin. That's a joke, boy. You missed it. Went right by you. You gotta keep on your toes. Toes, that is.
Anyway. Foghorn Leghorn was a weird concept that I never understood as a child. I mean, I don't really get it now. The bit is that he said he's Southern and he says "I say" a lot.
Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony.
Yes, sir.
The incident.
When the incident took place, the victim was all alone at his table, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenn Elg, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup, and what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. It's all like, kapow! And, it looks like Miss Bird might have had, well, some kind of motive. My wife.
Using the dark, aromatic depths of
Blah, blah, blah. Hold on.
Using the dark, aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady.
No, that might not work. I don't have a deep voice. I wish I did. I can't even, emulate one. There's this one animation that I saw where he's like,
Sure, I like a good laugh. Something like that. But I don't think I can do it very well. I can give it a go.
The facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but
Yes?
please, no intimidation tricks this time around. Is that understood?
I already told you that wasn't me, you fuck! No, let's save. Press. Can I stop you for just a minute?
Huh? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence? Please say yes.
He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims there was another man at the victim's table.
Yeah, that's what she said. That's what she said. And I...
What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide? When I say faced with a homicide conviction.
Hey!
Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe?
Maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't know. I'm indecisive.
Objection.
Yes, it's true. Their two testimonies tie up on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table, see?
What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Yes! Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way.
Ha! That argument is as weak as the coffee at tray. I say as the coffee at tray beyond, right?
Ha! That argument is as weak as the yeah, I don't know. Huh?
I have here in my possession a ticket.
A ticket? Looks more like a photo to me.
Yes, a one-way I say a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population the defendant.
Misha, why do you like this man?
This is a photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef. Moments after the poisoning took place, correct? I think the court will agree that with such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Trite, could anyone have overlooked a second person at the table? I did.
It certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly.
Crime photo, a photo of the scene taken, yeah. Oh, excuse me. He was listening to his radio, you say?
Yeah, he had a portable radio in his titty pocket.
Maggie told us that too, didn't she? Something about how one of them had some sort of earpiece.
Which I do. Should I press yes? What? And what was it that the victim was listening to on the radio, Detective Gumshoe?
Huh? How should I know?
Thanks! Thanks a lot! We're now one step closer to the middle of nowhere! Thanks, Detective! You fuck!
This just isn't going very well, is it?
Detective, could you perhaps tell us about the poison and how it was used?
So traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else?
Not sure I get you, pal.
Was the poison a liquid, or was it a powder?
If I had to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance. Like cocaine.
So the poison could have been anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper.
Ha! Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Trite?
Yeah, maybe I do. What about it? Huh?
The victim took his coffee black with no sugar.
It seems that the poison could only have been in the coffee.
What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Yep. I'm gonna keep pressing. Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee?
Huh? What do you mean?
According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it?
Oh, hey, you're right. That's what I was thinking. Fuck!
In case you were wondering, that last objection was for the detective there.
Huh? For me? Yeah.
Oh, hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for a defective. If you have the time to waste, you have the time to present that piece of evidence.
That piece, sir?
Yes, that piece.
What are you talking about? Hey?
This! Damn it! Should I be grateful this coffee's only hot enough to give me first-degree burns?
Oh, now I remember. This is the, victim's coffee cup, sir.
Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim. I love a good rim.
Oh, yes. It's unmistakable. There's clearly a coffee stain on it.
Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poison. I say did drink the poison coffee that was in the cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to him like this.
For the record, the only prints on the cup were the victims and their defendants. Yeah.
The coffee contained potassium cyanide covered in the victim and Maggie's fingerprints.
Upon further investigation of this cup, we found a certain chemical substance. See? And what we found...
Oh, I didn't need to read this. Potassium cyanide? I've heard of that chemical before. Exactly how strong is this poison, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, that stuff's lethal. Eat too much, and your history, pal.
How much is too much?
A lethal dose is 0.2 grams. That's about enough to finish anyone off.
0.2 grams? How much is that?
You know when you swab your ears for earwax? Yeah, about that much.
Americans will really use anything except the metric system, huh? Earwax, huh? Sounds like something Gumshoe's got an abundance of.
Such a small quantity of poison could have been concealed anywhere.
Some kind of motive?
Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion, see?
You know what my golden rule is, Detective? Chuck out a bad cup of coffee. You can always get another.
Huh? I don't get it.
You're the bad cup of coffee, and I'm gonna throw you out onto the street, bitch. I'm saying we can always get another witness on the stand if we have to chuck you out. So stick to the facts, Detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive?
Come on, Gumshoe.
They said she wanted to steal
A lottery ticket. I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday, too.
It disappeared from the scene of the crime.
And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000.
Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one.
Then is it possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Let's save again. Wait a minute. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client.
Ha! I have here in my hand the very ticket in question.
That's the $500,000 lottery ticket?
One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search. of the defendant.
What?
Nani?
Order! Order! Ha, she's quite a lucky bird, I'll say, our little waitress. You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court, immediately.
Better keep an eye on my ticket. On that ticket, the way the judge's voice is quivering. A winning ticket for $500,000 found during a body search of Magatha. Couldn't someone have just slipped it into her pocket, since she also passed out?
This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial, too. But it feels heavier now, somehow. $500,000, you say?
It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor.
And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately.
That's enough. The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond a reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime.
I like an old man who knows, I say, who knows the score.
There is also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules. Die, Mr. Wright.
I don't mind an old man who was weak to the siren, I say, who was weak to the siren call, cash.
Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast.
Yeah, it's because the court has ruled guilty once already.
I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance. Motherfucker, with one final, decisive piece of evidence.
He's got more evidence against Maggie?
This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time.
Wow! It's not the cleanest apron I've ever seen.
One second. That stain looks like it can't be blood, can it?
Ha! It seems the star of our little play was a little flustered. And somehow spilled coffee, I say spilled coffee on herself.
The coffee? It's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye.
Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more.
Something else? I presume you mean...
Of course, I'm referring to the pocket.
I knew he was gonna say something different.
I'm referring to the I'm referring to the pocket.
What?
A search carried out right off after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide, the very poison used by the killer, was in her apron pocket.
A bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket?
Yeah, and Maggie's prints were the only ones on it.
Nani?
Order! 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 The court will accept these items into evidence.
Apron worn by Maggie at the time of the incident has a small pocket with big stains. A deadly powdery poison bears Maggie's fingerprints found in her apron pocket.
There's something still bothering me, Mr. Godot. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court?
What bloodstain?
Bloodstain.
I was kidding. What bloodstain? I say what bloodstain? Oh.
What bloodstain? I say what bloodstain would that be?
Which voice do you guys prefer? The gravelly one, or what bloodstain? I say what bloodstain would that be?
Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron.
I don't think he's taking the piss.
That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about any blood. I say no one told me anything about any blood stain.
You don't need to be told. Just look at it.
Well, detective, could this stain really be blood?
No way, sir. It's just ketchup, sir.
Ketchup!
She must have gotten some on her apron while taking some of their breakfast that day, see?
You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe!
Pull a stunt like that again and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness.
I thought everyone knew what it was already.
I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made on this case. The motive, the opportunity, the support and evidence.
Sorry.
They have all been clearly established.
Well, Trot. It seems you really are a phony after I say you really are a phony after all. You really know how to drive a man nuts.
Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there.
Oh, new testimony. Let's see. Oh, excuse me.
The crime scene was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of fucked up perverted old man, sir.
That's a pose.
Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick. And then the investigation went on smoothly, see? When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. We didn't question how she could have taken the lottery ticket while she was passed out, see? And that was it. Even if she was pretending, she would have just had to lie there while the owner of the shop and the old man were there reporting the crime. It literally makes no sense, see? There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. See?
Oof.
You identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good.
The gravelly tone makes him sound more serious, while the non-gravelly emphasizes a more ridiculous character. He is a pretty ridiculous character.
Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Trot.
Excuse me.
Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one. So let the fun, I say, let the fun begin.
That might work. Scary old man, Detective Gumshoe?
There's an old man who's a regular at the restaurant where this incident happens.
I'm not a regular! He like shouts from the back. We're obviously talking about the same old man.
Officers were dispatched right after the report came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. What took you so long? Then he hurled abuse at them. And seeds.
Seeds. Ha! It was nothing. I caught each one with my teeth, and then I ate them.
Guess not even the mighty Godot can avoid being attacked by that guy. I want to see the interaction that happened between Phoenix and Godot. Fake Phoenix and Godot, that fucking red guy.
Godot bland hashtag for
Shut the fuck up! Shut up, no one cares about your fucking coffee! You bitch! What's the matter, you?
The old man was the only other customer in that place at the time. He took his time finding a payphone apparently, so he was late in reporting the crime.
See you, you fuck! With your fucking coffee! And your stupid glasses! Anyway. How long was the defendant unconscious for?
The officers got to the crime scene at around 2:40. Maggie was still out cold in the kitchen at that time. She was out cold in a separate room from where the murder happened. So it is unclear as to how we think that she could have just gotten up, grabbed the ticket, and gone back to pass out in the kitchen without anyone seeing, considering the owner was there, see? It took another 10 minutes or so before she came to. I would like to have been on the scene myself, see?
Bet you would have liked to have carried out the search, too. Pervert.
I would have loved to see Maggie all asleep like that, all pretty and peaceful.
You're a professional detective gumshoe, not a professional bird watcher. Okay, that was pretty funny.
Save the romantics for your own time. I say for your own time, detective. All we need to know about is the investigation.
Oops, I guess I'm pretty red right now, aren't I? Yeah.
You didn't have any. Are you saying it was stolen then?
No, I don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, pal. All he had was 58 cents in his wallet.
What?
Yeah, I can't believe I found someone with less in their wallet than me, pal.
The victim sounded like he was a thoroughly miserable young man.
Or some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of an edge? Like the edge of a cup of cotton.
No. I think I'm onto something here. Wait a second.
Huh? Did I say something dumb again?
Yes! Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim
Didn't have any form of ID on him.
is basically what you said, yes?
Yeah, basically.
In that case, how were you able to identify him so quickly?
Oh, that.
He's so let down. He's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going on.
There was a prescription bag on the victim's table, along with a lottery ticket.
It seems Mr. Glenn Elk visited his doctor before he went to Tresbian.
We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds.
That's a reliable enough source for the course.
What should I do? First, I'll compulsively save.
See?
Excuse me. Let me just check something real quick. Sorry, someone else just messaged me that I asked if they could come, and they can't, but it's fine. I asked KG if she would be able to join me since the other person backed out, but she was also busy. Would have been fun to have KG on again. Let's ask about the bag. So what sort of medicine was in the bag? What's in the bag?
Well, actually, the bag we found was empty.
Huh?
Yeah, completely empty, see? Yeah.
It was completely empty.
Oh, yeah.
Victim got this bag from the doctor before going to Trey Beyond. The bag is empty.
Ha! You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence? Desperate are you, I say desperate are you, trite? Now, what happened with the investigation after that, detective? After. Words.
Let's ask about the other thing as well. Oh. But the defendant had been passed out for a while, correct? In that case, isn't it possible someone planted the evidence into Maggie's pocket?
Hey, yeah, you've nailed it, pal. It happens to me all the time. We had a department party the other day, and when I got home, I was wearing the boss's shoes.
Keep up this crazy testimony, detective, and those shoes will end up down your throat, much like this coffee!
Sorry.
So, Trat, someone planted the evidence in planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket? That's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some evidence?
Well, I'd love to if I had any. This is where I'd keep my evidence. If I had any!
It appears you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. Continue with your testimony, witness.
So the $500,000 ticket and the bottle of poison were accounted for.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's true those two items are accounted for. But wasn't there another lottery ticket that was stolen that day?
Oh, yeah. The one the restaurant owner took. He won a whole $1 with it. What a lucky guy, huh?
And they're just going to let him get away with it?
It was just $1, detective.
I guess no one cares when it's that little! Except for gum!
I'll find a hole in this testimony. The judge is going to hand down his verdict.
Gumshoe isn't giving us anything to work with. And we can't find any contradictions if he doesn't give us something.
Yeah, it's true. But Maggie and Gumshoe are like Dumb and Dumber. Ouch! Our only hope is that they were so dumb they missed something obvious. God damn, Phoenix! This woman is your client. You don't gotta come for her like this.
Come on, Gumshoe! Be the dumbest you've ever been!
Did I say Gumshoe by accident? Because...
Gumshoe!